got a call from a friend of mine, and he was seeking some assistance for getting a patient hospitalized. I was working with him. In any case, as promised, I'm ready with the microscopy session. And the idea is that since there was a little hailstorm outside, I just decided that I'll sit out and do the microscopy thing here. So there's the setup. I've got the microscope outside, and I'll be sitting here on the veranda and scan through with the sample. The sample here is this water. This water has been sitting in this on this table for a while now, and this water was collected from a bird feeder, and it has been lying in this. So you can see there is a coloration. It's become kind of reddish due to whatever, I don't know. And there are some small dark stuff floating on the surface. You can see that. So it is this thing that we are going to see. Oh, there's an insect. There's a larva. And these are the ones who have become food for the, these are becoming food for the various amoeba. Message regarding, again, I was obstructed by a message regarding the COVID patient. So this part is what we are going to see, and we'll be focusing on this whitish thing and see if we can come with something good. We won't be killing any organism for sure, to the best of our help. And the setup will be quite simple. There is a tripod that I have here. I'll fix the tripod, and it will be then aligned with the lens, and then the microscope would be put on. And let us see if we can get something good. All right, so I'm placing it up. Okay, yeah, here. It will be a while that I do the adjustments, and then we shall be ready. All right, so here it is. What we are going to do is take a slide. On this slide, I'll be putting a small fraction of this. So let's just watch me as I do it. I'll be collecting this whitish thing, small part of it. That's enough. That's too much, in fact. I'll take a dropper and add a drop of water to this. I hope you can see it here. So we take a drop of water, and I'll wash the forceps here, and also kind of spread this little whitish thing that we have. Now we take a cover slip or the cover glass, whatever you prefer to call it, and place it, this cover slip, it's a clean one, we place it gently on this. Done. That's it. Now we'll put it under the microscope and start our observation. So we could probably find something interesting. We are sure to find ciliates and a few rotifers, and of course, I'm very hopeful for amoeba. Now we'll arrange it here. And I will align that. Whole setup is going to be aligned with the microscope. All right. So now we are almost ready. The sample was ready. The microscope is ready. And we, of course, are ready. Alignment is almost done. Some fine tunings required. And once that's done, this is the most tedious part, in fact. You need to have good accuracy for this. Okay, so here we are. What we will do now is, not very well adjusted, need to go a little far. This is a good screen. Right. So we will now zoom on, put our microscope, slide on the microscope, first under low magnification, and see if we find something. Of course, that whitish thing, and we can already see a lot of ciliates around. We see a lot of ciliates around. We have to still zoom in. Okay. So we have these few ciliates on the screen. And now we'll just focus on this part because we find some vorticella. Yes, beautiful. There are certain vorticella, some vorticella here actively busy with feeding. There you see them. They are filter feeders, and we'll observe a few activities of these animalcules. Remember, we are at the lowest magnification of the microscope. The eyepiece is 4x. The objective is 4x and the eyepiece is 10x. So we are presently at 40 times magnification. Of course, the cell phone camera has also magnified it, say, twice. So we are probably at 80 times magnification, and we see these colonies of vorticella. Then there are a lot of ciliates around. Blaspharina could be. We see some rotifers. This is a deloid rotifer, and this is the true corona that we know, not the corona that we are so scared of these days. So the corona of rotifers. There is a rotifer, there are ciliates, there are vorticella. These three things we have seen by far here, and we sure will be finding a lot of amoebae also. But since this is a low magnification, we can't see them right away. All right, so there are a few you can make out, yes. All right, so now that we are through with this part, let's focus on some other place. This is okay. This movement of vorticella, the sudden recoiling, it's one of the fastest of movements. Now imagine such a small animal, single-celled animal, doing such a high strength work. This is fascinating, right? Got to give them full marks for this. All right, so the amoeba have moved out. They are visible. We'll zoom in further and see them. Okay, now we go to the next level of magnification. So the objective will be 10x and the eyepiece is 10x, so we'll be watching at 100x. And the cell phone, since it's recording at, it has already magnified it twice, so we think it's around 200 times magnification that we are watching. And there are the vorticella. You can see the water vacuoles and the funnels and their coils, even their tentacles, their cilia, not tentacles, the cilia. You can see the cilia move. It is by this ciliary movement that they generate a current of water and attract the food particles into whatever is their mouth. You see that quick relapse. This is one of the fastest of motions in animal kingdom. Now imagine this being done by a single-celled organism. This has to be something. I'm waiting for one of those water vacuoles to be evicted. It's osmoregulating. Let's bring some more light into it. Yeah. Oh, such swift. Any second, but this vacuole will evict. There, one just evicted. Now I'm waiting for this one. All right, so now let's try to find some amoeba in here. They are a little tricky because they are so small. They are a little tricky, but then I'm sure we'll find some here. What is that congregation? So do you see them? Well, they are right in the center, those little specules. For a better view, we go to a higher magnification. That is 40x objective. Just give me a second when I focus it. All right, here it is. there are these amoeba, a few of them. In a while, you'll see some more come out. Okay, so I zoom out, go to a lower magnification, and then back to some other part. There's a big amoeba here. Let's focus on him. I hope I haven't crushed it. Here is another one. So this is an amoeba. We prominently see its nucleus. The body is being taken in. It's progressing in a very fluidic manner. The cell organelles and the various cell inclusions are pretty highlighted here. There. So slow, but a very prominent movement. Okay, so we go to some other part now. I think we just scan some other part of the slide and see if we can find something interesting. And in another 5-10 minutes, we'll stop this. There are some more amoeba as I was expecting, as we were expecting. They are all coming out. You see them there? Let me zoom it for you. Since they all are in different planes, and therefore it's not possible to focus them all at one go. If I focus one, the other would be out of focus. So I'm just trying to focus the one which is near 7 o'clock and has some prominent cell organelles and inclusions. Then we have one coming in the center, the bigger one. We'll try to bring him in focus if we can get a clear picture of him like this. This is digital zoom, so it's blurry. At times it's pretty blurry. That's it. So we are already 20 minutes into this streaming, and we have seen a few interesting individuals around. We saw some ciliates. Now you see the amoeba, they are very well scattered around. So many have come out. So we saw some ciliates, we saw some vorticella, we saw some Blasphorina, and then we got to see some rotifers, and of course protozoa. Some algae also were there, and that's a huge amoeba. Even this one seems to be pretty big. So that's all, folks. I think we'll call it a day because Corona times, people are asking for some assistance. So this was all that we could muster out from this little whitish stuff, and hopefully we'll find something better soon enough. So take good care, stay safe. Bye for now.